7 filmmakers, 7 days, $7,000 to shoot a feature film. Kinda sounds like a crazy movie trailer, something you'd be hearing, right? Hey guys, I'm Ben Stober. I'm a local Las Vegas filmmaker, producer, actor, and you guys are watching our promotional Indiegogo campaign video for the Lucky Sevens Film Challenge. This concept was something that came up a few months ago, speaking and coordinating with filmmaker, producer Jeremy Settles from Got Films. The idea kind of came to mind when realizing that this pandemic was losing a lot of jobs, a lot of opportunities for the local actors and crew members. People were giving up on their dreams and not wanting to be a part of film anymore because the opportunities were gone. There wasn't anything to really work on. And so we got to talking, and we thought of something, kind of like 48-hour film projects. Those have been really fun, successful. They've given opportunities even for me to become an actor. That's how I got my start, was doing 48-hour films. But this is a really unique opportunity that's going to give filmmakers the chance to shoot a feature film that can also go to film festivals, they can go through distribution deals, they can go to digital platforms, but they're doing it in 7 days. $7,000, impossible. I know, you're probably thinking the same thing. It's nuts, it's crazy. That's why we need your help. So let's go ahead and start by meeting those filmmakers.
Hi, my name's Brenda Daly, and I'm an all-around creative. I am an actor, writer, producer, and director, and I'm excited to do this challenge.
Hi guys, my name is Deborah Richards, and I am a film director / screenwriter / editor.
Hi, my name is Joe Lujan. I am a writer, director, and producer. I also am an artist as far as artwork. I've taught myself to do VFX and costume design as well as prop design.
Hey, I'm Dale Nevin. I'm a writer, director, and producer.
Hello, I'm Drew Marvick, writer, director, actor, male model, and I don't know, that's about it.
Hi, I'm Mike Conway. I'm an indie filmmaker for a couple of decades now, at least. And I write, direct, produce, edit, and I score the music.
Hello, my name is Tamia Dow, and I am a writer, director, producer, and actress.
Woo! That is a fun-looking group of filmmakers, am I right, folks? You know, it was so challenging going through 30 filmmakers that ended up submitting here in Las Vegas and only having to choose 7. That is not an easy process or thing to do. Each one of these filmmakers went through nearly an hour interview talking about their stories, their pitches, the crew members, the people that they would be working with, the challenges that they would be facing, and then having to call each and every one of them up and only choose 7. It's not an easy task to do, but these 7 are going to be the ones that are going to be up to this challenge of completing a film. So let's hear a little bit more about their stories and kind of the process of what they're going to be going through.
My film is called Angelic Rogue Angel. It's a paranormal thriller about a young woman who is following her gut to find that child that she gave birth to but never saw. I wanted to make sure I did a film about a very strong female character. I wanted her to be able to control her destiny, even though it wasn't the destiny that was made for her. She decides that instead of being a victim, that she was going to fight for her child and for her own life. So I'm super excited about my team because I have a first AD. Her name is Julie Garcia Brasino, and she's also helping me with writing. I really love her. She's actually an award-winning filmmaker. She did 8 Days of Lights. Then I have my DP, my cinematographer, Glenn Student, and I took Glenn because he was very highly recommended to me by our community. And then when I looked him up, I found out he did films like The Mask. So I feel like our team's very, very strong.
The movie I'm directing is called Move Me No Mountain. It's a drama set present day in Las Vegas and is about a real estate agent who can't get over the death of her own daughter. She's crushed by the guilt knowing that she caused the car accident that killed her daughter, so she decides to walk away from society and become homeless in Las Vegas. I have been freelancing as a working film director for 10 years. In that time, I have directed 9 shorts, one of which won 4 Emmys about 6 years ago. So as a working film director, I do a lot of commercials and work with brands as diverse as Walmart to the EDC, and last year I directed my first TV special for the History Channel. I'm really excited about the team that we've put together. I will be collaborating again with my longtime collaborator, Emmy-nominated producer Patrick Wirtz, and I will be working with Radamés Fernandez as my first AC. Trying to fit this all into the time allotted is going to be very challenging. Long days, but thankfully they don't have to be consecutive, so we can work long days, relax the next day, and then get back to the attack.
My film is actually called My Little Nightmare. It is a supernatural thriller that revolves around a group of friends who make a life-changing mistake that ends up coming back to haunt them. As far as the budget and time restrictions, I don't think it's much of a challenge for me. I have a feature film trilogy called Rust that I did, where I shot an entire feature film with less than $300, and it's been distributed internationally. One thing with this project, with My Little Nightmare, I'm really excited because this is actually the first script I ever wrote. It was put in the back burner for years, and once this challenge came to light, I thought this is probably the best time to bring this story to life.
So even though my film doesn't have a title yet, I can tell you that it's a horror film. And those that know me probably already guessed that. But yeah, it's definitely a horror in the slasher genre, which is probably not a big shocker either. It's a heartwarming tale about how you treat people, and there's some social commentary and lots of blood. Lots of blood. The biggest obstacle I'm facing in this film challenge right now is writing my script, because I was fortunate enough, I was an alternate. So I just got tapped last minute because one of the other filmmakers got the axe, so to say. So I'm stepping in. Luckily, I had a script almost finished for an untitled slasher film that I wanted to make in the future. So I'm going to adapt that to this challenge, and we're going to roll from there.
It's about a woman who moves back into her childhood home after suffering a nervous breakdown, where she finds herself crossing through doorways into her past and future. But by trying to change her past, will she destroy her future? There's a rule that says, fast, good, and cheap. Pick two. We're gonna do our best to break that rule because we want to make something fast, cheap, but good. I made my first feature on a pretty low budget. We got it distributed, and for a first-time film, that's great. And we got it out on all the platforms, on iTunes, Fandango Now, Vudu, YouTube Movies, and Amazon.
I heard about the 777 filmmaking challenge, and I asked Ben and Jeremy, could I go late, because I'm working on a film right now called Evil Dwells Within. So when we finish that up, then I could go into the other one. So fortunately, they said we have an August slot, and I'll do that. And the film I want to do, right now the title is Drone Down, and this is what happens. A drone goes down, but it's one of these expensive government drones, and probably the Forestry Service, they send a couple employees in to retrieve it. And one of the employees decides to take his troubled girlfriend along. So she doesn't know the lay of the land, and this guy's using satellite phone because there's no phone service out there. So they're going into a very remote area. And on the way, they encounter a Sasquatch and kill it. And it turns out it's, even though it's the size of a man, it's an adolescent. And that brings the wrath of the tribe, who come out and promptly kill everybody, except the girl, who gets into a crevice, and she has to wait in there until it's safe, like the next day, and escape without knowing the lay of the land. And that's how it starts. And of course, the authorities are questioning her, and the company wants to know why a non-employee was there, and so she has to take them in. So it's kind of like Ripley and Aliens. It's like, no, you got to take us out. So that's pretty much the setup. I think the biggest obstacle could be the weather, because when you're doing a film like this out in the forest, in the mountains, in August, you're going to deal with monsoons. So I'm already anticipating rainy scenes. You know, it's like, no, we're not going to hide, cast. We're going to go out there and keep doing it in the rain. But I think the weather will probably be the main obstacle.
My film, An Angel Along the Way, which is a working title, is a faith-based post-apocalyptic film that talks about redemption in the time of post-world. It's after people have taken the mark. They've made the choice to decide to renounce Christianity and walk in the world, literally. So the story is about a brave group of people who actually didn't take the mark and how they live and survive. And they're going to be tripped up by someone who gets introduced into their group who is basically undercover trying to destroy them all. I really enjoy doing sci-fi. Sci-fi is like my favorite thing. For years I studied and watched the genre of sci-fi. And what is cool about this film was it came to me in a dream, and I saw the particular character standing on the side of the road with a sign. And I was like, what does the sign say? And that just really sparked me for the story. Now I have background acting skills. When I worked on the police department, which is my core career, I've retired from law enforcement. I did do some public service announcements. I was the one who wrote the scripts for them, actually was in it and cast the people in the script. And then of course our public information people did the videos, but I was the one who created the script and got the actors together.
Woo! These films are on fire! Okay, I promise I won't do that again. That was cheesy. But I mean, look at all of those stories. I mean, did you hear them? You've got Bigfoot, you've got supernatural entities, the homeless community, revenge, faith-based, post-apocalyptic. I mean, whew, my mind is blown. There are so many concepts that are going on here, folks, and these films are starting from May 1st until practically September, shooting throughout the whole year and employing a lot of local Las Vegas talent. I mean, there's already over 100 actors that have already submitted to be a part of these films, and they have until November 30th to turn their films in. From there, they'll get the chance to see them screened here in Las Vegas at a local movie theater. From there, who knows what the future holds. So there you have it, folks. We've got this Lucky Sevens Film Challenge that's starting here in Vegas, and we need your help to make this possible. I mean, it does take time, it takes hard work, it also takes money and funds. Although we have some private investors that are a part of this project as well, we need some extra help. We need you to help make this possible. If this campaign is successful in raising the necessary funds, we're going to take this beyond just Las Vegas. We're going to take this to other states. We want to blow this up across the country so that other local filmmakers in your hometown, in your area, get that chance, get that opportunity to have somebody that believes in them, to have somebody that wants to help them tell their story, to make a film, to be able to take off and see where that's going to start their career. Christopher Nolan, his first noir film started at $6,000. And look what he's doing now, multi-million-dollar Warner Brothers Pictures. One of these 7 filmmakers could be that next Christopher Nolan. And you can be a part of making that happen too. By choosing any of those perks below, you can get a special thanks credit. You can get a chance to be an associate producer, a co-executive producer. Your image can be featured in the film. There's a lot of great perks to be able to select. So again, please take that time. If you can't afford to contribute to the campaign, please also share this campaign. Sharing is the greatest way of raising awareness and getting this idea, this concept out there. Because without you, this campaign could be nothing. This film challenge may not be anything and may simply disappear, and we're not going to let that happen. This is unlike any other filmmaking experience, any other film challenge that has ever been done before. And it starts with you. It starts with an idea, and it continues with your help. So please, share the campaign. Make this film challenge successful with your help. Give these filmmakers that chance, that opportunity to shine, to show their work, to show people what they can do, what they can accomplish with so little. So please, help today. And again, like I always love to say, teamwork makes the dream work, or screen work as well. All right, so there you got it, folks. 7 films, 7 days, $7,000, the Lucky Sevens Film Challenge here in Las Vegas. But one of the biggest things we can't forget that's really important is safety. We're making sure we're still shooting through a COVID environment, pandemic, making sure we're maintaining that 6 to 8 feet, hand sanitizers, masks. Am I right, Jeremy? Jeremy?
Yep, right here. Safety first.
See? I love that guy. Again, none of this would be possible without Jeremy Settles and Got Films here in Las Vegas that's building a community and collaboration. There are going to be actors and filmmakers and crew members that haven't worked with each other before. And that's one of the most exciting things, especially for those filmmakers who weren't selected for the challenge. Still get that opportunity to collectively work together, to come together as a community. And it's not going to end here in Vegas. It's going to continue to your state, but it can't be done without your help. So please, help contribute, help share, help make this campaign and this challenge the biggest, the best, the most successful that it can ever be. So thank you.